Today will be number 8. This is a herd path, it's not a marked path. So the trail pretty much follows this stream bed.
I hate getting up early. I do it every day for work, just before 4 a.m. Doing it on the weekends is the absolute worst. So there are a few things I will give up my precious sleep for. Hiking a high peak in the Adirondacks is one of them.
Today we are hiking to Tabletop Mountain. This is a 10-mile hike out and back out of the lodge. 2,500 feet elevation gain. I've hiked 7 high peaks, so today will be number 8.
I genuinely enjoy hiking this early in the morning. The forest is loud, birds seem to chirp nonstop, the temperatures are cool but not too cold. It's just right, and the bugs tend to leave you alone.
But as you can see, we're starting to get some more light. I'll take this headlamp off once I get to Marcy Dam. So this right here is Marcy Dam, and then obviously you've got this beautiful view here of the mountains. That's Mount Colden, and then over here, we can't really see it from this angle, but that's Wright Mountain. This is like a spot, if you're hiking in the Adirondacks, you'll end up at a lot. And we're actually going to cross that waterway in a minute after I get some water in me, and then we'll go that way towards Tabletop. So the hike from the lodge to Marcy Dam, where we are now and what we just did, it's about an hour. It's a little over 2 miles, and it's relatively flat. So the fun starts once we get going here towards Tabletop. Just a short ways past Marcy Dam on the trail to Phelps, Tabletop, and Mount Marcy is a nice little waterfall. We're almost to it. A little bit. That pool of water down there you can swim in if you wanted to. And we have reached the split for Phelps Mountain, and then Indian Falls, Mount Marcy, and of course, where we're headed, Tabletop. You'd go right to go where we're going. Phelps Mountain is that way. 1 mile, it says. I hiked Phelps Mountain 2 years ago. I tell you what, that mile is a butt kicker. Oh, wow. So far, it's a pretty standard hike. It's a little flat right here right now, but it's a pretty standard 80K hike, meaning lots of rock, lots of water, some mud. It's fun. We don't do switchbacks here in the Adirondacks either, if you didn't know. we've reached the final split. Left to Tabletop Mountain, which is this way. Before we get going, I'll say this. This is a herd path, it's not a marked path. So it could get a little interesting up there. We're only 0.7 miles from summit. It's not particularly far, but nonetheless, we gotta be careful, stay on the path. Honestly, so far so good. You can see the trail pretty well defined. There was one spot that was a little hairy where people clearly had gone one way and this way. What is a herd path? I just realized I said that. Some of you might not know. A herd path is basically just a path that a lot of people use that's created a trail, but it's not the official trail. There are multiple mountains, high peak mountains here in the Adirondacks that don't have designated trails. They just herd past the summit. And this is one of them. Actually, this is the first one I think I've ever hiked that's not marked. So the trail pretty much follows this stream bed. You can go up and around it. Sometimes you can see people done that, but sometimes it makes sense just to go straight up through it, which is primarily what I've been doing. It's just really muddy and wet. We are approaching the top and there's starting to be some mountain views, but it looks pretty cloudy. So we may not see much. Look at this snow.